These are the new crystal cells that I made. Some things I changed from the previous ones that had the 4-part mix. I went ahead and I took the magnesium. I drilled it to allow for more surface area. I heat treated this copper. You can see the reddish color to it. In an upcoming video I have a full demonstration of this. And instead of using a 4-part mix, what I did is I used just straight alum, 100% alum. And these cells are far better than the 4-part mix with the borax, the Epsom salts, the no salt, and the alum. Let's show some volt readings here. We are set to DC voltage. We'll go and hook up one negative and a positive here. Phenomenal voltage compared to the original cells, which only topped out at, I believe, 1.6 when they were fresh. These here are about 8 days old, and that's where their standing voltage is. That's one. We'll go ahead and check the other one. Almost the same. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add these into series. Clip lead here. We'll go from negative to positive. We'll grab another negative here and our positive here. And there's our voltage with 2 cells. Okay. Now, let's check amperage. We'll go ahead and shut the meter off. Sorry about that, let me put you down. Okay. We are set for the 200 milliamp scale. Let me go ahead and put this to max hold. Go ahead and start that. These are in series. Okay, we'll go ahead and connect the clip lead. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple shots of distilled water here. Alright. The amperage will climb. Once these are in their pretty, I guess you would say, wet state, this will hit around, I don't know, 150 or so. Now I'm going to go ahead and parallel them and see what we can get with that. In parallel, our voltage is 1.74. Positive to positive, negative to negative. We'll go ahead and hook it up, see what we get. Not too bad. It's over 1/10 of an amp. Now what I'm going to do is, we're down here in the basement. It is, I'd say, about 72 degrees. I'm going to go outside where I got my little solar panels set up. I'm going to rest them on my solar panels to where they'll get warm, and then we'll see what our amperage is at that time. Here we are with 2 in series, running a small DC motor. I just put a little piece of cardboard on there to show that it's spinning. And here we have a little LED setup that I made. Just soldered some stuff together. And I use this at night in the room, and just this alone with these 2 guys is enough to illuminate the entire room at night. As opposed to the first set of batteries that I made, I needed shit, 8 of them to get this. This is beautiful. That is just straight alum, magnesium, and copper. You have to add the distilled water almost every day though. I have noticed that. These will drop off in milliamps relatively quickly when they begin to get dry. Here we are outside. These have been sitting in the sun for about 20 minutes now, so they're pretty good and warmed up. There's our standing voltage in series, and as they get a little bit warmer and warmer, that keeps going up also. Set back to the milliamp scale, 200 milliamps. We'll go ahead, set our max. Go ahead and start that, and then we'll go ahead and hook her up here. Now these are in series, not parallel. Now you see that the heat has a pretty decent effect. We're, what, I believe 20 milliamps higher than when we were in the basement. Now we'll go ahead and put them in parallel and see what happens. Now we are in parallel. Our last peak milliamp was 100, so we'll say 104. Now we'll go ahead and see what we get in parallel here. This is how the cells give their power. It's interesting that the current goes up under a dead short. I wonder how high this will go. If you notice that clicking noise when we were down in the basement, that's the Bendini Energizer. I'm still repairing that Sterling battery from a previous video. I can now run that 3 amp load for almost 4 hours. So that mathematically comes out to about 1/7 of the capacity of the battery. So I would consider that being about 1/7 of the way restored. Wow, this is interesting. 160 milliamps and climbing. These are some of my solar panels here. I'll be having a video of this coming up soon. I'm currently working on a solar tracker system that'll run off of sunlight to rotate the panels back and forth. This is just a little mock-up to see how it's going to work and proof of concept type situation. And wow, we're still at interesting. Here in a little while, I'm going to be having some other videos coming up of a new 3-part mix where we actually do a little chemistry and change some things around, and it's a much more in-depth video. Thanks for watching, and you guys keep experimenting, and have a good day.